Good morning, lights. Today is a glorious day, a wonderful day full of possibilities. I hope you feel the same way. I hope you feel the energy in your heart and love in your soul, vibrating at a level that can be shared with everybody. Be conscious of the influence you have on others. I know that your desire to help comes from kindness. You want to help everybody achieve the same dreams that you have. You will get all the support you need from the higher worlds during such times. You will overcome all of the obstacles you set for yourself, including any remaining doubts, and you will lead mankind into the fifth dimension by rising to its height and ascending. We are aware of this to be true, and we are inspired by the advancements of the awakened collective as a whole in the making. There is no way to value something like this. We want you to realize how important your insights are to all of us when we eventually meet up with you, because we are actively communicating with you while you're all sleeping, along with many other beings and collectives. We really hope you get that you are on the cutting edge, doing the difficult task, and we need to know what it is like. We are able to monitor you and gauge your energy. But the finest knowledge is gained when you speak to us directly and describe how it feels. You also need to interact like this with one another. While you wait to become fully telepathic with one another, humans need to converse with one another. There is always room for improvement in human knowledge. The greatest approach to have any connection with another person, whether it be romantic, family, friendship-based, or whether it be professional, is to speak with them. You must do your best to describe your experience to others so that they may put themselves in your position temporarily and have empathy for you. Compassion grows via communication. Because you all opened up, compassion rises awareness and the group's total vibration, bringing you all closer to the ascension moment. We keep asking you to open up to us, to the archangels, to the ascended masters, to all of the higher frequency beings. But you also need to know that the person you are speaking with is source energy, just as much as an archangel is. They basically changed into a new shape and decided to work at a certain vibration. However, you have as well. Therefore, in order to be of most assistance to one another, you must comprehend one another. Understanding someone else's perspective, what their experiences are like for them, and most importantly, how they feel about those experiences, is what mankind needs most. Now, if you are the ones who is more enlightened, you may need to use the correct questions to elicit feelings from the person you are conversing with. You provide them all they need to elevate their vibration and ascend by assisting them in developing greater contact with themselves. It is you who are there to assist one another in going back to the source. You are all working together to accomplish this. Thus, it is critical that you understand your perspective, contribution to another person's life. I tell you, this is a great responsibility The link between you and the other people you are talking with in your life are always there, and it is crucial for you to realize that. However, you may always choose to play a slightly different role to a person when doing so helps both you and them. You are designed to have wants, perform acts, experience emotions, and interact with one another. These are the things you are meant to do. You were born to create, explore, fall in love, and provide a service. It doesn't have to be any more difficult than that. And if you don't communicate, it just becomes more so, because the less you communicate and the more confused everyone becomes, the more in your head you tend to be. However, when you open your lips, you also open your heart. And when you open your heart, you offer someone something that is so priceless that no one should ever attempt to place a value on it. Keep this in mind whenever you engage with other people, and you will avoid a great deal of conflict and confusion, live a better harmony with one another, and climb with ease and delight. This is my desire for you, my friends. When all is said and done, nothing but the present moment remains. Do you agree with this statement? I hope you do. For there is nothing beyond this moment. The future won't arrive unless you confront it head on, even if the past may have existed once at a time. We don't know what will occur tomorrow, because we don't know when things will occur. We also don't know what will occur next week, next month, or next year, since things may change so rapidly that nothing can possibly proceed as planned. To be completely alive, one must use their power in the here and now to do their tasks in the most efficient manner possible. Since there is neither a history nor a future, there is nothing to have done or not done. All that exists is what we do right now. The purpose of life is to live completely in the moment, by taking care of whatever has to be done, without looking back and lamenting on what you would have done differently, on what could have been better. You only have the current moment, so make the most of it. God has given us this moment as a gift. Therefore, we should appreciate it and enjoy it. There is no way for us to predict what will occur next or where we will go. That power belongs only to God. However, He has given us free will in order for us to decide whether or not to utilize it wisely, to live a real life based on trust in Him. This does not imply that our lives are being focused on what we desire to happen to them. It implies that in order to modify our reality, we must first become aware of the circumstances in which we find ourselves. When you are aware of reality, you can take action in response to it, rather than responding to it as if it was an outside entity that was in charge of everything that happened to you and had an impact on your life. We must be conscious of our surroundings in order to take charge of our lives, rather than have them influenced by outside factors. The most potent force in the cosmos is the power of the present moment. We cannot be impacted by the past or the future unless we are there to experience them. only our impression of time and space really exist. But when we are fully present and conscious, we understand that everything is occurring right now with no beginning or finish. As always, we love you deeply and wish for you to have the most abundant and joyous life possible. Have a wonderful day.
I remember it all. It was beautiful. Sun's low as we race the dawn. It's still my national treasure, my ember in flames. I'll never forget your name. And I've been thinking about, keep thinking, and that's no good for me. I've been thinking about, keep thinking, and that's no good for me. 'Cause I feel closer to you when I know you're not next to me. And when you're gone, the dream's sun, and it burns with your energy. I feel closer to you when I know you're not next to me. And now you're gone, the dream's sun, and it burns with your energy. And the soul is beyond, where there's waiting God.